Hey there everybody, welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Pubo Rama, and in today's video, we are going to be breaking into this week's deals and discounts for Grand Theft Auto Online. This week, I bet a lot of content creators is going to say is a snooze fest, but personally, I think this is an absolutely fantastic week because it carries over the same bonuses that we had last week. So I'll be talking about everything you need to know. We do got some new vehicles that are on discount, and if you enjoy content like this, make sure to smash that subscribe button. As I always say, I'm the first to post the weekly updates, and I'll also hopefully be the first to post on the mansions and everything else you'll need to know. So with that being said, let's start off with the bonus money, because that's what a lot of people are always here. The bonus money is the same as last week, so you have 5 times GTA money and RP on a Super Yacht Life mission, and that's huge. Right now, if you go to online, jobs, play job, Rockstar created, and you go over to missions, you can see all the Super Yacht Life missions are times 5 money. I did the math. You can earn upwards of $1.2 to $1.5 million every hour just by grinding those missions. If you're a new player, this is easily the best way to earn money in the game. And even if you're an experienced player, this is earning just as much as Cayo Perico, and there's no cooldown. So it's pretty crazy how much you can earn with these missions. The bonus continuing through all of December until December 9th is pretty crazy, because it means that you can just continue grinding that money so that you can hopefully earn enough to get your hands on mansions. So I'm actually not mad at all that the bonuses are continuing. We also have times 4 money on the FIB priority file again, which means that you can earn again another boatload of cash. Right now the FIB priority file is paying 1.24 million, or 1.224 million. We can see right here. Next week's, I'm pretty sure, is also going to be paying 1.224 million. So that's, again, pretty huge. We've got a lot of bonus money for something that should not take a lot of time. I would highly recommend to take advantage of that. With that being said, apart from that, we have double money on new listing missions, times 4 for GTA Plus members. If you haven't done them, make sure you do. We have shipwrecks, which are double money, and featured series deadline. Apart from that, we've got 3 times money on community series. That's about as crazy it gets for the bonus money. Now we have one other way to get some extra money this week. Rockstar Games Discord server members who link their Discord to their Rockstar Games account are now eligible for $500,000 in GTA Online cash. So all you have to do is join the Rockstar Games Discord and join mine alongside that. But yeah, if you join the Rockstar Discord, you can get $500,000 in GTA cash. I'll link my Discord and the Rockstar Games Discord in the pinned comments down below so that you can join and take advantage of that. With that being said, now let's break into the discounts and the vehicles that you can get your hands on this week. Starting off, we have the Podium vehicle, which is the Annis S80RR. We can see right here. The S80RR is one of the best supercars in the game, so you'll definitely want to get your hands on this vehicle. It's pretty dang fun. We also have the Annis Euros as the prize ride. You have to place top 2 3 days in a row. It's not a very special vehicle, but hey, if you get it, it's pretty easy, and I'm not sure. I don't know if it's necessarily worth the effort because you can buy it pretty cheap, but it looks cool. I don't know. You guys can let me know what you think about the Euros. With that being said, let's break into the most important part, and that is the discounts. All of these vehicles are 30% off. We've got a lot of returning vehicles from last week, and then we also have some new ones at the end. First of all, we have the Emirates. This is one of the best supercars in the game. If you don't own the Emirates, I would definitely recommend to pick it up. It is incredibly fast, it has great handling, and if you're playing on last generation, this is still like one of the best overall supercars. So I think the Emirates is a great buy. Then we have some mediocre vehicles. We start off with the Tyrus. I love the look of the Tyrus. It's one of the nicest looking cars in GTA in my opinion. It sounds amazing. It really is an amazing supercar. The problem, it's incredibly expensive, even with the 30% discount, and it just doesn't hold up to the competition anymore. I really wish Rockstar would take some of these older vehicles and give them an HSW upgrade so that they could keep up with the rest, especially because I love the way this vehicle looks, but it's just a bummer that it only goes like 120-ish miles per hour, and because of that, it just doesn't keep up with vehicles, especially like the Emirates or some of the other HSW vehicles we'll be talking about later in the video. Next, we have the Tyrant, which I don't really think is special. It's incredibly large. I don't know why this vehicle is so much larger than all the other supercars in the game, but it's like 30% larger in its width and overall size. The Tyrant looks cool. and it's got a pretty decent top speed. Unfortunately, it doesn't keep up in the handling, so I really wouldn't recommend to buy this car. I think that there's better discounts this week. We have the XA21, which is a incredibly nice car. It actually features a missile lock-on jammer, which is very nice. I also think it's one of the best sounding cars in the game, and it's even still ranked in the top 25 in lap time in the supers category. So it's actually a really good car in lap time, decent top speed. It's got a missile lock-on jammer. I would actually recommend to pick up the XA21. I think it's a pretty decent discount, and I think the car looks amazing as well, so pretty good vehicle overall. We have the only Imani Tech vehicle on sale this week, which is the Granger 3600 LX. We can see that it does feature semi-bulletproof glass, and it features the armor padding on the side, so it can survive 10 homing missiles, 4 sticky bombs, and it can use a missile lock-on jammer. If you don't own an Imani Tech vehicle, this is a decent buy at 30% off, but do remember that you get a free Enos Jubilee with your agency, which you can request just by calling Franklin, and you also can still probably buy the Buffalo STX cheaper than this vehicle on discount. So, personally, I still think the STX is a better buy. And at the time of recording today's video, we still have the Black Friday discounts going on, so if you don't own an Imani Tech vehicle, buy the Buffalo STX. Today's the last day you can do it. Then we arrive to 2 buys, which if you haven't done yet, you need to get your hands on. That is the Banshee GTS and the Niobe. These are arguably 2 of the best cars in the game. The Banshee GTS can achieve a top speed of 172 miles per hour, which is insane. It also looks amazing. Then we have the Niobe, which can go a little bit slower. I think it's like 160-ish, 168 miles per hour. It's still a very fast car. The advantage of the Niobe is that it's all-wheel drive and features better overall handling versus the GTS. But either way, both of these vehicles are arguably the 2 best sports cars in the entire game. Even if you're playing on older generation, they are insane purchases. They have HSW upgrades, and yes, they are expensive to get those HSW upgrades, but it's worth it. These were some of my first purchases on my Broke to Millions account because of how important it is, especially in missions, to go from point A to point B as fast as possible. So if you don't own them, get your hands on these 2 vehicles while you can. They're 30% off. Next, we arrive to the Visser Neo. I think the Neo is a nice car. Looks nice. It's very fast. It's got a decent top speed and overall very good lap time. So I actually think it's a decent buy, but compared to these other 2 sports cars, probably not the car you'll want to get this week. We have the Cara, which I would not recommend to buy at all. It looks cool. Don't get me wrong, it looks sick. You're looking at this vehicle, you're like, why? I really want it. It's got a minigun on the back, and, you know, it looks really cool. No, it's just not that good, in my opinion. I think the Dubsta 6x6 is just flat better at off-roading, and the minigun is kind of pointless because you have to get out, hop onto the back. The thing can't survive any explosions, so I don't really think there's much of a reason to buy it. We have the Cinque Mila and the Komoda. Both of these are quite nice vehicles. I like the way they look. They have good overall performance and handling, but I don't think they're necessarily amazing deals this week. Then we have here the 4 new vehicles being discounted that were not on discount last week. We start off with the ZR350. It's a fun little small JDM. Personally, I don't think there's much of a reason to buy it. It's nothing crazy, and yeah, I don't know. I just think there's better discounts this week. We have the Coil Raiden, which is obviously based off of a Tesla. I would not recommend to buy this car at all. We have the Technical, and the Technical is a decent buy because it can turn into the Technical Custom. So this vehicle base has a machine gun mounted on the back, and it doesn't really have any armor. But the thing is, if you bring this vehicle, you can call it in through Pegasus. If you bring it over to an MOC, an Avenger, or maybe even the Arena, you can convert it into the Technical Custom, and that allows you to put armor plating on, which actually works. It allows you to put proximity mines on the back of it, and it's pretty fun. It can't survive any explosions, but the proximity mines and armor plating does make it a pretty decent vehicle, so I would actually say it's a pretty decent buy, especially because how cheap it is. And then we finish off with the Ubermacht Zion Classic. Not the best sports classic, but looks cool, and it's 30% off, although I wouldn't recommend to buy it. The final thing to talk about is the Railgun. This week, the Railgun should be in the gun van, and it's on sale for GTA Plus members. If you don't have the Railgun, it is easily one of the best vehicles, or not vehicles, one of the best weapons in the game. It shoots an explosive charge, and it can one-shot any unarmored vehicle, two-shot a lot of other helicopters and things like that. So the railgun is incredibly useful and something I would recommend to buy. The final thing, which I didn't break into, if you complete 3 Super Yacht Life missions, you will receive $100,000 for the weekly challenge. With all that being said, hopefully you enjoyed today's video, and if you want to see more content like this in the future, make sure to smash that subscribe button. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.